right, we're recording now. So take a look at this. This is Apple yesterday. And if you look at it, this is a 1 minute chart, all right? Putting on the 8 a.m. candle, it's the same on the 5 minute, 1 minute, whatever you want to look at. So, measured move lines, no big deal, nothing new. And it just started going, right? From the open, as you guys saw, massive bullish activity. And it kept coming down, 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 down. And this is a 1 minute chart. And it was in this area where I was thinking, hold on. It's just doing a continuation. So went up, made a move down, and continue up, right? ABCD kind of pattern, same sort of thing. So it was in this area somewhere. Was it here? No, it was here. That's it. I remember this. This is that deep pullback, right? Almost like those long tail hammers, almost something like this, right? Close, but not quite. So don't exactly enter on the new high. What I'm really looking at is it's retesting this area. The big bullish candle, this was the setup being complete. As it ran, it came back into this area, found its support finally. You can see it's not able to go down further. One big push down almost made that bullish candle, but the buyers are there. Then the big bullish candle closed, and the new high is the entry. And the exit I put on yesterday was right below the previous candle. I moved it up tight pretty quickly. So that was the entry. And then it went up through almost 235 is where I think it was here, 234-ish. So what was it? Down here, and the exit was up here. I think I took a partial somewhere, maybe in this area, and then added more and went again, something like that. But here's the thing. I did this yesterday on the 1 minute chart. I was talking with Gaten about this as well last week or so. And the thinking here, what I'm trying to achieve that's been a little difficult with a 5 minute chart is to get better entries with tighter stops. So I've been observing this a little bit, looking at the same candlestick setups, naked trading setups that we do, but on the 1 minute time frame rather than the 5 minute time frame. I think it's more difficult. I think you can get spooked out a lot more false positives on the 1 minute chart. But if you're able to perceive it right, I think it's pretty good. You can get opportunities. Like I got this one yesterday. Another one would have been here. See this big long tail hammer, and then the new 1 minute high is the entry, and off you go. So this is a continuation play. Even this is a continuation. It's not a reversal or anything. It's continuation because the move really started here. And this thing eventually did hit 235. So I did this yesterday. I did another one. I think it was Amazon. I caught the drop. I can't remember. Let's look at Amazon yesterday. Yeah, this is yesterday. Was it Amazon? No, I don't think it was. We can see here on a 1 minute chart, this is a massive head and shoulders pattern. You got this top's higher, and then you got the right shoulder lower. I think head and shoulders are tricky, so I don't pay too much attention to them, but you get them more often on a 1 minute chart. Yeah, I didn't trade this. I don't think so. Took 2 trades yesterday. I think it was NVIDIA. Oh yeah, this big drop here. This was interesting. What I saw was a top here and the second top here, but I still waited for it to get through to the level. So I'm looking at this as a massive double top, and it's not clean. It's difficult because again, this is a 1 minute chart, right? You can see what a mess it is. It's not that nice arch that you like to see. But then once I saw it super bearish, and in this area, I think it was where I got in, when it finally dropped through the support zone, retested it on the 1 minute chart from the downside. This short was in this area down there. And then look what happened. You have a reverse head and shoulders pattern right down here. And the entry for this would have been in the new 1 minute high, right? About 132. And you're going up to the next level. And did it go? It would have messed around with you, and then it did go. So you put that in, your stop's right below it, just leave it alone, and off it goes. So you can see these setups are, I think, more common on the 1 minute chart because it's 1 minute more than the 5 minute chart. There are more candles, but a lot more difficult to read. I think more stop outs. But the advantage is a tighter entry. You can get in earlier and capture more of the move, and even with the tighter stop loss, which allows you to put on a bigger size. And then the RVR just expands, right? So anyways, I did this yesterday while I was sick and sneezing all over the screen, but it worked. It worked. So one short here in NVIDIA and that long on Apple. So the thinking is, yeah, I like the 1 minute chart, but you got to be super careful. You don't want to get in at the open, super jumpy and all that. You might be able to perceive a double top in this area. It's hard to say that because it's really just continuing down, right? It's in a downtrend. So it goes back up and retests this area and goes further down. There was a reversal somewhere on Tesla yesterday, if I remember. Oh yeah, here, let's zoom into this. This is another area. This was interesting. If you look at Tesla, it came down, and this made a beautiful wedge pattern. I remember observing this and watching it and saying, yeah, this is definitely going to go down. The top's getting lower, the bottom is flat, and sure enough, it did a breakout on a 1 minute chart retest, and you're in this. And yeah, even retested a little later as well. And then off it goes down to the next level. And where was it? Yeah, you can see these long hammers here. You may want to get long here and trying to push it up right to the next level. Would that one have worked? Nope, you would have stopped out on that. So you see these false positive sort of things. You're going to have a lower win rate, I think, with the 1 minute chart. Here you can have a bit of a double bottom. Again, nowhere near as good as you'd like it to be. But yes, I don't know how to trade this reversal. This would be a continuation, maybe. No, this is not the area. So it's interesting. Again, the same thing, but there are some details that make it different on a 1 minute chart. So anyways, that's just some of the stuff I'm looking at. Just trying to figure out how to make it better. Yeah.
And can you, the reason I was asking about the 1 minute is because I'm looking at the 1 minute and for me it's maybe a bit too fast and I'm all over the place when I'm looking at a 1 minute. But the 5 minute is maybe too long because I only have an hour to an hour and a half to trade. So it's a bit sometimes difficult to find enough trades when I'm only trading the 5 minute. So I was thinking maybe I should combine the two minute with the 1 minute. So the 2 minutes for the bigger picture and the 1 minute for your tighter entry, because it's a bit slower. So it's easier to analyze when you are looking for trades. But on the 1 minute, you can get your tighter entry like you are doing. Is that a good idea?
I think if you're using two different time frames for two different purposes, make sure that they are significantly different. Like the 1 and the 5 is as close as I would take it. Like you get a big setup on a 5 minute, and then you get a tight entry on the 1 minute. I mean, I used to do a 30 minute. 30 minute was significantly far enough from the 1 minute, and you still get setups right at the open. If you're gonna use two different time frames for different purposes, but I mean, if you're gonna do the strategy exactly like I'm doing, I mean, I'm not using a different time frame for any purpose. The levels are the same. It's still that 8 a.m. candle, and that's really the same any time frame, really. You can use the 5 minute or the 1 minute, you end up with the same levels. And then you're just looking at patterns at the levels. But yeah, the 2 and the 1 are too close together. If your 1 minute is too jumpy for you, I suggest just switch to the 2 minute, and you'll see it's half as jumpy.
Okay.
So just stick to 1, I think would be easier, unless you're using another bigger one for a bigger perspective setup, like a daily chart levels or something like that. That would be different.
And if you are solely using the 1 minute, how do you, or what do you do to look through the clutter?
That's a tough one. You got to get used to zooming out. You see how zoomed out I am like this right now? This is pretty zoomed out. This is kind of how I'm looking at it most of the day. And when it's in this area, I'm not bothered. I'll wait for it to get to the level. Maybe even put it on something bigger. Put on a 30, whatever. And then just leave it until it gets close to one of these lines. Then switch it to the 1. If you're finding that, you're getting FOMO and stuff, just switch it to a bigger time frame until it gets to an area where you're interested, which is these levels.
Okay.
You can do that. Those are little tricks you can do to stop getting yourself from triggering yourself into trades and stuff. Yeah, Kuldeep, go ahead. You got a question here?
Yeah, so Avi, on Monday you traded the Amazon reversal. So is it possible you can discuss that trade?
Yeah, Amazon. I don't even remember it.
That was a reversal, I think.
Okay. Let's. We have a few minutes to the open. I'll try and pull it up here. I'll pull up the old screenshot. Did I take a screenshot yesterday?
Yeah, you posted it on.
It's on Twitter or X. Yeah.
In this Discord, the trade screenshot.
On Discord. Okay. What date was that? 11th.
Monday.
Yeah. 11th. Okay, I see. I got it up here. Okay, let me quickly switch the screen over. Presents something else. Okay. Okay. There you go. You guys should be able to see that. So you're looking at this trade. What is this? Took a long in here. Yeah, this is not a reversal. This is a continuation. Or well, look at, is this a retest? This is the opening range. The top of the range is there. The bottom is there. It happened to be right into the zone where I'm looking at. I got the line there. So it did a breakout of the ORB. And then it just does the retest. This is just a retest trade. So I'm getting in long here. ideally retest, go for a bigger move, but this was plenty. It just got up to the high of day, and that was it. So that's when I got out. I added again if it wanted to continue. At that point, it was risk free, and that's break even. So
Okay.
just range, breakout, retest. That's all. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. Let me get the other screen back up. What am I looking at here? It was so weird yesterday, like sitting there and trading and not being able to talk to anyone. And I've just become used to it. Oh man. All right. A couple of minutes to the open. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna forget about all this. I'm just gonna get those lines on the chart as usual. Just go with the 5 minute. Put the usual 8 a.m. lines on, and then switch everything to the 1 minute, and we can trade. Questions here. Amanda, entry for 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes, fine. You see, the thing is, candlestick patterns on every time frame are the same thing. Whether you're looking at a weekly or monthly chart or a 1 minute chart, whatever, it's all the same. They're candlesticks and patterns on candlesticks. And that's it. There are some little nuances on different candlesticks on different charts. Like the 1 minute's really jumpy. If you zoom right into it and you can see it's so jumpy, you get a lot of false positives. Well, basically, you get more candles than a 5 minute chart, right, on 1 minute. So you'll get more setups, more trading, which means you're going to have to absorb more losers and more winners. Take it that way. Dan, you're looking at 8 a.m. 5 minute candle. It's basically the same, Dan. I wouldn't even bother. I've hardly ever seen an 8 a.m. candle be different in a 1 minute and a 5 minute. Just stick to these levels. A 5 minute 8 a.m. candle works. Put those levels on, and then stick to the 5 minute chart if you like. I'm not suggesting you guys switch over to the 1 minute. It's something that I'm working on, something that I might implement, because I'd like to get tighter entries. I'm always a little bit late on the trade, and I'm struggling to put on the kind of size I want to put on. So if I can get a tighter entry where the stop is closer, then I can put on a bigger size. And that also translates to a bigger RVR, because I'm doing the same thing as I'm going for the next level. So again, just little tweaks here and there, just trying to evolve my trading, just trying to get a little better every time, 1% better every day, right? That's the thinking I have. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. All right, guys, we have a little less than a minute to the open. So wait for your setups. You know what to do. Take it easy. Don't jump in at the open. Make sure your trade is there. What am I looking at? I got a new name in BBT and on YouTube. It's Avinachi now. Mr. Fibonacci will be rolling in his grave. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Everything's cleared, ready to go. There it is. The market is open. I'm gonna start putting levels on the charts, and I'm still not really interested in trading early in the day. Like in the first 15 minutes, I'm very unlikely I'll pay attention to anything, because I don't like the momentum stuff. I don't like to have to take partials in the trades and then go smaller, and I just don't want to do that. There's easier ways to make money. So 8 a.m. Where's 8 a.m. here? Well, where's 8 a.m.? There it is. There we go. Okay, there's Apple. We got Microsoft. What happened, by the way? Everything seems to be jumpy today or down. Must be some news. Wow, look at Microsoft way out there.
Yeah, came out. It was a bit better than expected.
It was better than expected, or not as good?
Higher as expected.
Higher. What is CPI anyway? Consumer product.
Consumer price index or core price index, something like that.
Okay. Well, all right. What's wrong with the world, huh? As long as it makes things move, we can trade it. So that's all there is, really. I intentionally try not to get too involved with the internal details of the markets. It's just too much. Unless you have a genuine passion for such things. I'm more interested in candlesticks than anything else. Just putting on more lines here is further down, since the price is down in that area. There it is, NVIDIA. AMD was wild yesterday, huh? I think I saw a pattern yesterday on a 1 minute. I can't even do it now. Yeah, that's 8 a.m. So things are down. Huh. Wonder if people think it's cheap and now's the time to buy stuff. That could be fun. That means we have a bullish day. But let's see. Tesla. Oh yeah, I think I saw a good reversal setup on Tesla yesterday. I can't remember now. Something. All right, whatever. All right. There we go. So Tesla's pushed up more than most other things. Amazon. Oh yeah. Even on a 5 minute, you can see this big reverse head and shoulders pattern here yesterday on Amazon. The entry would have been in this area. Pretty obvious entry above the bullish candle. Stop right there, and then you're on your way. Interesting, huh? All right. That's two more, Meta and Google. There we go. Google. Even on Google, you could see a big double top setup. It's hard to see it as a double top because it didn't go from down to up. You have to see this more of a continuation or a retest of some earlier range or something like that. All right, look at that. The 8 a.m. candle today was identical to yesterday, the distance at least. All right. So that's all the levels on the chart. All good to go. What's happening here? Ooh, NVIDIA did an ORB. That looks fun. What are you guys trading? I don't see any good setups. I mean, NVIDIA did a move. I don't know how you would have got that unless you're trading breakouts again. But yeah, I don't see anything for now. There we go. Google, big mess. So let's see if the CPI number thing is supposedly better than expected. Don't you expect bullish activity in the market? If that's the truth, then the market is very irrational. But that's not news to anyone, right? We all know that. Boom, Amazon breakdown. You let go. Oh, it was worse than expected. Sorry. Okay, so bad news. Okay. Well, then the market is rational, which is not the truth. Not the truth at all. All right, Amazon. Looks like it broke low of day and then popped back up. Again, I don't like these breakout things. Tesla. Oh boy. all you open traders out there looking at Tesla going long here, probably VWAP is somewhere here. I mean, that's a valid setup for trading momentum. I'll see if you can break the high. Wow, Amazon really crashed. Huh? Go down. Kuldeep, you have INTC. Look at that. All right. What have you done here with INTC? Is it in Catalyst?
No, I did not enter yet. I was thinking to go short.
Okay. What would be the strategy that you're using?
Have a stop loss. It's 1 minute. I'm on the 5 minute. I have a stop loss like 21. Stop loss rate like 21.6. But I'm still waiting. This candle might come up, go green.
What's your strategy? ORB, momentum, candlestick patterns. What are you working on?
Yeah. So the 5 minute candle, it dropped and crossed the VWAP. And then the second candle is still red.
Yeah. Well, you're looking at, I think what you're saying is you're looking at a 5 minute ORB.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, make sure you got your levels right. Like if you got a level down here at pre-market low, which is a very important support level intraday yesterday, you're going to struggle to get through here. It's probably going to bounce and mess around with you here before it goes down. So you want to be aware of these things. Here's the line right there. Somewhere in this area. You can see the support 2 times, false breakout once. Pretty much right there. This is a troublesome area. And let's see. Close here, gapped up, push down. This could easily just bounce from here. And then another long at yesterday's high of day, as in you're using intraday levels and in this case. So keep an eye on those sorts of things. I wouldn't go short anywhere here until it breaks this level, retest. But again, if you're trading momentum, that's another thing.
Okay.
See? Yeah, just be aware of your levels. And also look, it made a big move already, right? Those are not great setups for ORBs. And when it already made a big move, then you're getting in. You're shorting at the low, basically. Smaller one. Yeah. Right. So NVIDIA now at right up at the level. Let's see what happens. Microsoft has interesting activity on it. Look at that big candle. New entry will be up there, 5 minute high. But I mean, where'd you put your stop? Like down here? Doesn't make sense. And then go. It doesn't make sense at all. You know, as in now. It has to move for like 3 days to give you 2 to 1. But on the other hand, if you look at it this way, you have this hammer, put your stop below it and go. But this is not a setup. Right here, there's no room to the left on this hammer. There's nothing here. So no entry, no trade. Tesla was the mover so far, and NVIDIA. If you guys have a trade on that.
Man, I'm both of them, Tesla and NVIDIA. I really appreciate your page, man. You know, it just helped me to stay at least 5 minutes before the open. My life become much easier, even in ORBs.
Nice, good for you, man. Good, congratulations.
Yeah, one ORBs was killing me, man. Now at least I have better life.
Same thing. We by now, I would have lost almost like $500 looking on 1 minute chart. I didn't take
it. Man, it's like, I really appreciate.
No worries, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm glad it's working for all of you. Really, seriously, that's good. That's that makes me feel good that what I'm doing here is helping. That's the whole point of this. So keep up the good work. Now you guys know what you're doing. You know what you need to do. You got to be consistent. That's when it starts to count. Cool. All right, now we're getting into some activity here. We have NVIDIA level. We have Meta at the level. I don't see any patterns on anything but Google at the level. AMD is getting on. Again, all this stuff right now is all ORB activity right now. I don't see any kinds of setups that I like. Small move, right? This is small stuff. Rakshit, you got Tesla. 331.50. Oh, nice. Did you hold it? Are you still in it?
Yeah, I'm still in it.
There you go. Nice. Yep. Yeah, you're at the target now. Nice. 337. Oh boy. You gotta get a good setup here somewhere. I'll just wait for it. I don't expect my trading style, even on a 1 minute chart, I don't expect to get a setup for 15 minutes. On a 5 minute chart, it's typically like an hour. But even looking at all the actions so far, I don't see anything that that I would get into. Nothing aligns with my my trading style. Tesla breakout. There it goes now. Fun. Let's see if it goes and comes back, retest, and then you're. It's the next level up. Where are we going? 340. We have 342.67. Way up there. You know, I think what's more difficult with the 1 minute is with these setups is looking at these doubles, these double tops and bottoms. You can get spooked out so easily. Most things look like double bottoms and double tops, and they're easier to read on a 5 minute chart. So really be careful with that if you're looking at a 1 minute and looking for reversals. That can be a little freaky. Abhishek, you're saying Tesla was a double bottom at the open on the 5 minute? Really? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's decent. Yeah. So then the long would be, well, let's see, came from, depends how you look at it, really came down, pulled up, down, double bottom. It makes sense as a reversal. Bottom's here, next bottom's here. The entry would be the new 5 minute high. Your stop would have to be below here. And then you're in this thing. But I mean, the risk to reward is not ideal. And then you'd be partialing through this, right? Like this thing goes in your favor, it comes back, you'd be out of it. It's just, this is why I avoid the open, because it does this. Just puts in unnecessary wicks. You know, so I avoid all this. Later on, when the candles are smaller, you can put on a bigger size and don't have to worry about partials. Hey, look at this on Amazon, guys. It's fun. On the 1 minute chart, you see the bottom there. It finally broke out that low of day. Come back to it. Looks like a retest. Typical Wyckoff stuff, right? Range, breakout, retest, go again. So far, it looks like a retest. It's not able to break through. NVIDIA also, man, you get a lot of price action on the 1 minute. NVIDIA right there, get up to the level of consolidation, breakout. It's typical breakout stuff. If you guys like breakouts, it's happening just like this. The best ones happen after a consolidation. And when it keeps putting itself or hitting itself on the level, just keeps hitting itself and finally breaks it. So breakouts are there. There's a good one there.
Avi, why would you not enter that NVIDIA?
I don't trade breakouts. Choose not to. I want to retest because breakouts, you get a lot of fake breakouts a lot of times. And also with breakouts, you're trading momentum. And you're entering with momentum as it's happening. Which also dictates you got to exit with momentum, which gives you, when you're doing it really well, you get 2R. Why would I waste my time with 2R, you know?
So even though it's a hammer and a green candle, you still want to retest?
Yeah. Well, this is not a hammer I would trade. There's no
the one that break the level.
Yeah, no, there's nothing in this. There's no hammer, there's no nothing. It's just a straight up breakout, just a consolidation breakout and an ABCD pattern, really. So there's nothing in my trade book for this, not anymore. I deactivated all that breakout stuff. AMD, on the other hand, might be a short. Let's see that link.
Thanks.
I wonder if I should short AMD in this level. It's very difficult, I think. 111, there it is. Reverse hammer at the level, new 1 minute low. 190. Oh my god, this thing is a mess. All right, let's do this for the next level down. 150 contracts on that. There we go. What's nice is, again, tighter stops, right? On a 5 minute, it would not enter this. It doesn't look like anything. But on a 1 minute, the new low, the exit is above the the candle.
But in this case, Avi, like, don't you look for a retest, or no, you don't? I mean, you're shorting it?
Not for reversals. Retests
okay.
happen at breakouts, right? Or after breakouts.
Okay.
You don't retest reversals. There's no such thing. Just keep my finger on the trigger here in case it makes a new 1 minute high. I'll be out of this position.
Okay.
Where is it? We're getting a good one on another side over there. Tesla's looking weak, but I don't see a setup. I'm gonna keep an eye on this damn thing. 170 would be the exit. These options are just all squirrely. Just put the order in so I don't have to look at it. Leave it there. Okay, just leave it there. All right. So would you guys take Tesla as a short? I don't see something. Actually, it's very similar to the AMD position. Not really enough room to the left. I'm just not so satisfied with the feel of it. I don't know. There you go. AMD's on its way. Tesla's on its way. That's like a half decent setup. It's good, not great. That's why I'm not fussed with Tesla. But keep an eye on AMD. It's probably hitting the VWAP somewhere there. Targets down at the level, and then further down as well. Wow, that was a good move. Tighten up this exit just a little. And okay, so that's one setup so far. Anyone getting that Tesla short? I was really tempted there, but it's not how I like to trade. SMCI, you guys are looking at that.
Avi, what makes the Tesla setup just not right in comparison to the AMD one?
It's almost the same. If you look at what I'm seeing as a difference is you can see the distance here. Sorry, on AMD, you can see room to the left on the wick, right? Like half of the wick has not been there. So that's room to the left. But if you look at Tesla, it's even hard to decide. You're playing with pennies here. The room to the left thing, it was just there, not enough. A bigger wick, even just a little bigger wick would have had me into this. But it's not quite there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Rakshit, you're saying Tesla is holding the 9 EMA? Yeah, so I don't have EMAs on my chart. Don't want to.
Sorry, why did you see in AMD that you shorted it?
Reverse hammer. Made a move up. I'm looking at a reversal.
Oh man, that
Hammer
was good.
Yeah, the new low and the exits up there. I tightened it up a little and go for the level. Let's see if it works.
Okay. What about the next candlestick after that hammer?
Well, I was already in it, and here's the thing: once I'm in a position, it's none of my business what happens after that. The market just let it be. The market will do what it wants. If I keep changing and flipping my position on every candlestick, especially 1 minute candlesticks, that's how you blow up. That's how you overtrade. That's how you do all that garbage.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, Rajiv, go ahead. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Rajiv.
The reverse hammer that there was a small wick, you okay with that? What understanding?
It's not ideal on AMD. Oops, sorry, I got to take these partials off. Let's get some of this position off. How many did I take? 150. I can leave a bit more. Okay, so I'm happy to take it off. I'll add another 19 shares. If it breaks out, retest, it goes down. So there we go, one trade so far. Sorry, Rajiv, you were saying about the reverse hammer. The tail was not so big. Yeah, again, so it's not ideal. Not ideal. It was good, but not ideal. What I'm more interested in is I can tell you guys the patterns, and the patterns really tell you a story of buyers and sellers, and you got to be strict about that. But really, once you've been trading long enough, you kind of stop seeing patterns. I'm talking to you guys about patterns because honestly, it's easy to talk about. If I talked about what I'm really seeing, which is buyers and sellers fighting it out, it'll be a much longer conversation every single time. What I'm seeing is the buyers are in charge, and then those wicks start coming, and this is telling me the bears are getting involved. And then the new low, that's the entry. I mean, that's how you really trade when you've been trading for a long time. That's how you really see the market, not trade, but see the market. I'm seeing all that. I'm seeing where the buyers, where the sellers, where the buyers, where the sellers. Are they fighting it out, or who's in charge, or what's going on? And so I'm able to see that, but I still won't trade based on what I'm seeing. I'm seeing patterns. I need a pattern to confirm what I'm seeing. And the pattern here is basically this reverse hammer, then the new low. It's the same pattern on the 5-minute chart. You see me do it a million times. Same pattern, nothing new. It's just a smaller time frame.
So the reverse hammer, so on the reverse hammer, you had a little bit of wick at the bottom, like came from probably the buyers.
Yeah, there's a tiny bit, right? Yeah, there's tiny. That's why I waited. I waited. I was waiting, watching this new low, and it was really sustaining. It wasn't just like it made a new low and then went back up. It was sustaining down here for a little while. If you watch the replay, you'll probably see that. And then I was able to enter that. And now in Tesla, I'm beginning to see a double top forming. That might be an opportunity. See the top there? If the second top's lower, off we go. So let's get ready for this short. If such things happen. This is fun, trading the 1-minute chart after so long. What contracts? 337. Let's see if this happens. What else is good? Apple is such a disaster. My God. I hope you guys are not trading Apple. I haven't really looked at it. You have Microsoft breaking out now. AMD for me is just a break-even thing. It doesn't matter.
Hi, Avi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Avi, you mentioned that reversals doesn't do a retest.
Yeah, I don't see them as retests. You see them as they go in one direction and they go the other direction, right? Breakouts do retests, where it breaks out, it comes back and tests the level it broke out from. For example, at first the level was resistance, and then it breaks out, comes back, and turns that level of resistance into support, confirming that that level has changed now. It's changed its orientation. Okay, I'm waiting for Tesla to set up. Hopefully this candle's not too big. And then, yeah, so you get retests. If you're looking at this reversal opportunity here on Tesla, this is just a double top. I don't call this a retest. You get all confused. If you want to see a good retest, let's see. Let me find you an example. Find something here that, nothing really did it. Well, AMD actually, in an odd way, if you want to look at it. Let's say it didn't consolidate. Let's say it was consolidating here, right, at the open, lower, under the level. Then it did a breakout. Then it came in and bounced off of that same area. That's a retest. You could go long right there if you like that kind of retest and go. Not enough room to reward, risk to reward and stuff. So that's a retest. Tesla. Hold on, I might have to go short here. 1, 2. Oh, this is heavy. I have to put a big wide stop, $1 stop on this, which means I can only take 50 contracts, but not. Gosh, I wanted this candle to be smaller, this big one. But yeah, it's all right. We can work with this. And because it's a big double top, the risk to reward is not great. It's like 2 to 1 to the next level. That's a pretty large double top, a nice shape to it. So it has that potential to continue lower. So the stop is going to be here about 680. And let's see now. What happens next is truly none of my business. Let it just do what it wants to do. Hit the level, and then I'll look at it again. What else do we got? I don't see anything else setting up yet.
Hey, Avi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before you mentioned if you were in your trade, like the AMD example, you took an entry and then it went a little bit against you, and then you said, okay, I don't look at it. I don't care what it does when I end the trade. Does that mean that you either take a win or you take a loss and not something in between, not a break even or anything else?
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Honestly, when I do it that way, when I just put the range orders and I leave it, either hits the stop or it hits the target, that's when I make a lot more money. So I've proved that to myself. So I'm trying to do more and more and more of that. In the beginning, maybe you can look at it a little bit. If it goes in your favor, you can quickly just tighten up the risk a little bit, get the stop in a little tighter. That's nice to do. But that's it. Really don't mess with it, because especially on reversals, they get really choppy. They don't exactly just shoot in the other direction. They mess around. They retest your entry area.
Okay.
You don't want to play with it. Reversals are very tricky to manage, so don't manage it. Just leave it. You already either planned for that loss. That's why you put on that kind of size, or you plan for that reward. That's why you put the target in place, and that's it. That's all there is really.
Okay.
Yeah, Dave, go ahead. You got a question here?
Yeah, we like so for Microsoft, like so this it got like bought up immediately from the daily level.
Which level?
So would you like to take when you're doing the daily levels, like will you take like this kind of the setup, like so when it immediately got like it break the 405 its support, but like
Mhm.
it immediately get like bought up. Will you
Yes.
take like that kind of the setup?
What's the level? You have 405 for you right
Yeah,
here?
405. Yeah.
I wouldn't trade this. The pattern setup isn't there. It moved, right? But I don't see the setup. The setup is just not there. It's bearish and then it goes bullish. Where do you see a pattern? Unless you're reading the tape and you're doing that kind of thing down here, okay, you can
No,
trade.
no. If you look at the 5 minute, like so, it make a, like a nice hammer there, like so.
Ah, right here. Okay, I see this now. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, this makes sense as a reversal. So it came from somewhere further up, yeah, down up here, straight down, consolidates, then puts in that big long tail hammer. That's one. And then you take the new 5 minute high. Your exit has to be down here, and you have to hold this for 3 days to get any sort of risk to reward, right? So the risk to reward side would keep me out of this, just because the stop has to be so far down. It's a waste of time. So
Okay.
I wouldn't play with this. I'd
So
be
where
careful.
will be your entry? Like, what will be your like ideal entry in this kind of the setup?
I don't see a setup to begin with.
Okay, that's fine.
There's no setup.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yep. We got Meta doing some interesting stuff up there. That's turning into a reversal setup as well. Very bearish. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do this. Man, trading the 1 minute is just faster. And I've been careful not to put too much buying power in my account because I've already missed it, I think. If it pulls up a little closer to 719, I'll take that entry. Yeah, that's it. That's the entry. Oh gosh, see, there's not enough buying power to get in. I'm smaller size on this. I should. How many contracts is that? 25. Okay, 25 is all I can afford for now. So this exit's going to be up here at about 7. Stop. Market 7. Here's the truth about it, guys. You don't know what's going to happen after you enter. You just don't. You never know. So don't try and control it. Just let it be. You either stop or you make money. If you try and freak out or if you get emotionally attached to your position after you put it on, you're going to mess it all up. You're going to firstly be emotionally unhappy with yourself, and then you're going to mess up the trade as well. Okay, it's not a pretty place to be in. This meta position, I better take it off quickly if it doesn't want to go. Well, Tesla's going, I'm going to have to pay attention to that. I got to pay attention to two things here, Tesla and Meta. Tesla, oh no, it's only halfway. It's not even there. What do we have here? There you go, Shane. Thank you. Plan the trade, trade the plan. Exactly. So as much as you have a setup and an entry criteria, you must also have a trade management strategy. That's the last webinar I did, right? A couple of weeks ago. Strategy is one thing, is setup. And then how do you enter it? What's your confirmation for the entry? How much size? Where's the stop? And where's the target? But then how do you manage that whole thing, that trade? You need a strategy for that. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing with the market, man. You're just going to hurt yourself. So management, really, 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 like, I can't tell you how important that is. And for me, the best trade management strategy is don't manage the trade, because we all suck at it. We're terrible. As human beings, our emotional volatility is what messes everything up. Look at that Meta. I would have stopped myself out a few minutes ago, but look, now it's in my favor. If I was trying to manage it, I entered here and it pulled up, I would have exited, but now the hell with it. Let it go. Hit the target, then we'll take it off. I should put the target in place. You know what? I will, I think. Well, it's a smaller trade anyway. Meta. Okay, it's back at where it found resistance earlier. Oh boy. Okay, let me take this off quickly. So I'm not going to wait for precisely the level. It's got to get into the zone. That's the idea. These levels are zones. They're areas. They're not precision. It's not like 7.15 to the penny. About 50 cents from there or so. I'll start taking it off. Same with Tesla, around 332. I'll start taking it off. What the fuck? Come on. These 1 minute charts can really mess with you. Please be careful. You can see how fast it is, right? It's not a pleasant thing to play with. Man, they're gonna hit targets very quickly, both of these. 716. Let Meta drop 716 and You know what? It's good enough. Take it off there because it's a smaller position. I don't want to waste my energy on it. Just put it out there and let the rest run for the day. Tesla is the one I got to pay attention to. 333. This is can easily become a retest. You see the opening range, then a breakout, and oftentimes retests of ranges can happen with the price going halfway into the range. This could become a retest. Right now, that bullish activity, that ain't no good. What I can do is tighten up the exit, the stop at least, so the risk is minimal. Put it above this candle. This is that trailing stop idea. Just use it early on in the trade. So if it goes against you, at least your risk is minimal or minimized. And the rest of it will just go to the target, which is here. So I'll put it here, about 1050. Just put the target there. That way I don't have to watch it. So what do we have? 730. I've got 50. So take off 40 contracts at that level, and then the rest I'll leave it. Yeah, 40. So in the next 10, whoops. Whoa. Just put it for something outrageous like 15 and let it be. I can pay attention to it later. All right, so orders are in place. Meta has a stop in place. Okay, that's it, done. Don't want to look at it. Hey, anyone catch Apple? Damn, I didn't even look at it. Reversal. Shit. Who's looking at Apple? Look at that. Big long tail hammer, new 1 minute low is the entry. Shit. Oh, anybody? That was a good one. Clean. It's nice when it goes clean. What I'm doing here with Tesla and Meta are not clean, man. They're, especially Tesla is just very difficult. Apple was good. He'd be out of it by now. Oh yeah, I still have AMD. What about AMD? AMD just sitting there.
Look at NVIDIA. Do you think that you could find any pattern for the on the top for going short, like the other ones?
You know, yes, but no also. I'll tell you why. It's not a clean double top like we always talk about. You want one top, a nice arch, and then the next top and go. This doesn't have that nice arch, but what it does have is lower highs, which again, more experienced traders will trade lower highs. They're saying that the bears are taking charge and they'll get involved. Maybe here, and they'll scalp this thing down. So for a scalp opportunity, I think it makes sense. It was there. But again, I purposefully force myself into patterns beyond these scalp opportunities. So the pattern's not there, I wouldn't take it, basically. But the scalp is there. It was there. Now, or the other side, if you're seeing this as a consolidation, then it goes back up, say it broke out of consolidation, retest, goes down, that's there too. But again, you're gonna get mixed up if you trade all of these types of trade books. You want to stick to one thing. You know, for me, that's just candlestick patterns. Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, so what kind of pattern are you saying, like say double bottoms, double top, or like, so what are you like strictly looking these days?
There's only two things. There's continuations and there's reversals. For reversals, you have, this one's a perfect example, Apple, that reverse hammer, the new low is where you get in, you're in the zone, and off you go. The other one is the double top, which Tesla put in quite nicely. You can see that one top, second top is lower, and you're on your way. So that's the reversal setup. For a continuation setup, I don't see much. Basically a breakout and then a retest of the breakout. Amazon kind of has it. It's not clean, but let's say you found a consolidation here, it broke out of the level, goes back and retests the level, prints one genuinely bullish candle. The new 1 minute low would be the entry. So this is going down, and then you're catching the continuation down. So that's the, and in the continuation, you can also get these long tail hammers, which are fun, which is more conviction, basically. Oh, I should stop out Tesla right now. Oh, where's it? Where is it? Where's Tesla? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Almost hit the stop. Come on, let's go. Either hit the stop or don't hit the stop. This in between is where it's messy. And this is options. Realistically, the stop should be right above the level, but I put it in the middle of this big red candle here. Just tightened up the risk on the trade. So let's see. It could hit. It could not hit. I don't know. It's best not to mess with it. Man, Apple, what a glorious move, huh? Did anyone get this? Seriously, anybody? What the hell? Guys had me all distracted with Tesla. Now I missed Apple. Meta's also there. Oh, it hit the target finally. It took a bit more off there. Can't even take more off. There's nothing left to take off. I'll add more on Meta if it continues down. Good Meta, there it is. Basically, I took it off as it was struggling close to my target zone, and then it just popped out. So let that be. Oh, and here's again that setup I was telling you guys about. Lower highs, it's telling you that the bears are in control. People would short this. If you have someone like Paras, he'll take the short up here, or no, he won't. He won't do. He would do the long. Yeah, he would do a long in this area perhaps, and then on the pullback he'll add for the long. He likes continuation plays, not reversals. But the reversal traders will do it the other way. They'll see those lower highs, and this lower high right now, they'd enter on this, and then you scalping this because it could easily pop up and hit the and go and hit the new high. I don't like scalping. I don't like doing that. I've done this. It's just too much trouble for the reward, so I don't waste time with it anymore. Meta stop is there. Okay, yeah. Well, I'll put it on the other side of this range. Yeah, so Meta is risk-free. I can't believe I'm still holding AMD. Silly thing. AMD, the price makes no sense.
Hi, Avi.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you switched from 5 minutes to 1 minute chart. What's the reason?
I'm looking for tighter entries. What I'm noticing on the 5 minute is I'm getting good trades, and there's no real problem. But I'm trying to improve it. I'm trying to improve my trading. And what I'm trying to do is get in on these positions a little earlier with a tighter stop. There's two things I'm trying to achieve here. So, capture more of the move and be able to put on a bigger size. And to do a bigger size, you need a tighter stop. So I'm able to, I've been observing that on the 1 minute chart this week so far. Even yesterday, I was just observing a lot of things, and I managed to even take 2 trades. And I prefer this, as in, I'm all about like improving my trading all the time. So this is just the next iteration of it that I'm putting on today, and I put it on yesterday. It worked nicely. And today, so far, so good. So that's the thinking. Just want to improve it. Tighter stops, or tighter entries for getting more of the move with a bigger size. Ooh, market's
So do
going.
you still kind of having another 5 minutes to observe, or just 1 minute?
Well, it's just 1 minute. Just put the levels on. Use the 8 a.m. candle in 1 minute. I'm not using multiple time frames, right? I've not been doing that for a while now. It's just measured moves, and then you're looking for the same thing, candlestick patterns at levels. It's really the same thing. There are 1 or 2 smaller differences, but really the bigger picture is the same. It's hardly I know on the screen it looks very different, but it's not very different from what I've been doing. It's just one little tweak,
Okay.
Avi, do you see the
Sometimes
Apple as a continuation or reverse?
Yeah, Apple. Yeah, look at that. That's interesting. I didn't even look at it. Okay, let's Apple. So, well, disgusting range there. Breakout came right back into the middle of the range. The bottom's here and the top's here. I see this as a retest. So it broke the range and came back into the middle of the range and bounced. We could have taken that. But it's a tough one because when you're taking these deep retests, you really kind of get more confirmation. Let it get out of where it struggled earlier. So this is not a continuation. It has gone nowhere. If it started down here and then went up, and like yesterday's action, that would be a continuation. This is not. This has just come right back into the range and seems to bounce off of the middle of the range. And so far, that's all there is to it. Nothing else.
Okay.
Meta. Okay, yeah, got the exit on Meta. See that, guys? I put the order in, and talking to you guys, it just took me out. But that's the best. That's the best. You're not watching it. You're not fussed about it. You just take the profits, take the trade, and let it run. Let it go. Now, on the other hand, Tesla's a little strange. What you can see are these lower highs. You're also seeing higher lows, which is a little concerning. I gotta find a way to manage this. Ideally, I could just let it run. But the buyers are right here to 333. There's 2 things to do. One is take profits there and leave the rest at break even. The other is to just tighten the thing, keep it at break even. At least you're de-risking the trade. My thinking is I haven't got a fixed way of doing this. Today, I think I will take the profits here at 333 because I know how aggressive Tesla can run. Also, it can just break aggressively, and I can downsize the position. It's a decently large, but it's a full risk position for me. So downsize at 333, stick the rest at break even, which puts it about here. If it goes, it goes. It doesn't, no big deal. You can already see these lows getting higher. Yeah, I'm going to take a lot of this off. I'm not convinced of this anymore. So this is a partial trade. This is not one that worked nicely. Yeah, let it go now. It still has decent size. It's not a lot, but it's decent. It's the level, and I can add more later. Oh, AMD is still on. AMD, let's go. Look at that. AMD. So I got the full move out of it. Now this is a good setup for breaking down. You can see it keeps hitting itself on the level. You can see these highs are getting lower. A bit of a wedge forming right now. A lot of people would enter the short right now, anticipating the breakout in the next few minutes. That's a very common trade style as well. So, all right, what else is good? Anyone see anything? I'm here for another 10 minutes or so, guys, and I gotta hop onto YouTube, which reminds me that I get all the software working. Man, Tesla's really screwing with you. See, this is the hard thing. You get into a position. I've been watching it, right? I've been trying not to touch it, but watching it, it can be tricky. With Tesla, let's see, where is it? You can see that. I don't know what's going to happen at 333. All I know is that the buyers are very firm here. And I know it broke out of this area before, right? This was the opening range area, just retest and go. So that's something that I like to do when I'm watching the trade. I'm not interested in my position. I'm watching the other side of the market. I'm in a bearish position, but I'm looking at where are the bulls. The bulls could easily enter in this area as a retest of the breakout, right? It's very common. We see retests all the time. Like I trade retests all the time. So you want to watch for, if you're watching the trade, watch that. Forgot to seller at 336 on Tesla. Yeah, there it is. Look at this thing. It's so difficult like this thing. 1 minute charts really mess with you. You can see the imperfect trade book I'm using here, or imperfect trade management I'm having here. Up, down, up, down. I mean, I don't know it's going to go up or down. So I de-risked it probably a bit too much. I think I had 50 contracts. Now I have 8 left. It's still a good size, but not huge. Shamelessly saying here, reverse.
Have a VWAP there, so it just didn't let it go. Exactly that spot. There's a VWAP.
Yeah, there you go. VWAP. Nice. Look at that. You can see how price action. You can just watch the candles. You get the same information, right? Amazing. Very cool. And well, you're talking about Apple. Yeah, what happened to Apple? My goodness. Is there news? Yesterday was at Baba News, Baba Apple, something. Wow. That's a little madness. NVIDIA. I mean, I would love to hold on to, but what if I got Tesla and AMD for the rest of the day and not have to trade anymore? That would be nice. Niku, what strategy did I use on the Meta trade? I used reversal. Where's Meta? This one. So you see this, it went up. It's a bullish price action, hit the level, put in the reverse hammer, room to the left, really good hammer. The new 5-minute low is the entry, which is on the options chart right there. The exit was, I think, right above that hammer or right above the entry candle. I can't remember now. And just sat with it. It struggled as it got close to the zone, so I took a lot of it off before it got to the zone, and then sure enough, it hit to the penny. But there you go. That's the strategy. Niku, the second top was higher than the first one on Meta. What are you talking about? I see a top here. I see a second top lower. I wasn't even trading the double top. I was trading the reverse hammer, in which case the top should be above the hammer because it could easily do a double top and all that, right? Yeah. Phew, Tesla. Okay, better. Tesla got me. Oh, there it is. Yep, look at that. Exit. So that's a partial trade. This is in when I'm counting my success rate and stuff, This goes down as a failed trade. So failed trades are not necessarily losers. Even winners are failed trades, because it didn't go to the target. So, Meta, and we have AMD. Oh, AMD got me as well. Oh, there it is. Okay, see that? You put orders in, you don't have to stress about it. Minimum wage. What do you talk about? Minimum wage. Oh, minimum wage trades. Oh, yes, take partials and break even. Yeah. Those things. Oh, this is fun. You get sick and you trade better after that. It's funny how the human body works as well, right? You need to get sick twice a year. I think that's kind of healthy. Helps your body kind of reset in a lot of ways. It does things to your mind as well, I think. And I guess I have been having more and more inspiration the last couple of days of looking at these patterns on 1 minute charts and going a little heavier and bigger. So that's just human nature stuff. Amazing. Whatever happens in your life reflects in your trading. Absolutely the truth. So I always tell people, you don't have trading problems. You have life problems that are reflecting in your trading. That's something a mentor told me years and years ago. It feels like 10 years ago now. Oh, anyways, that stuff's in the course as well, guys. Good stuff. And tomorrow, guys, tomorrow's a webinar, 12:30 Eastern in Trading Terminal. Make sure you be there. Again, it's going to be a different subject matter than what you've seen previously, which was all strategy and then trade management, all that stuff. This is more about how to find your strategy. Everyone's unique. Everyone's different. How do you find your way? So we're going to dig into that, and it's going to be really cool. I spent a lot of hours preparing it today, and oh man, there's a lot in there. So put that in your calendar. Trading Terminal, tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern. We'll have some fun with it again. Always fun in Trading Terminal. You get a big audience, all kinds of questions. Let me see this. What are you guys talking about? Giles, Amazon reversal, Roy, Amazon double bottom. No, I don't see this as a double bottom. Yeah, I see two bottoms, but not a double bottom. Because the second one is only mildly higher than the first, just mildly. It's so hard to trust. I mean, this also, it came down from up here, then went all the way back up, like 80% of the way, and then back down. This has already made 3 moves for the day. It's not like it came down and made a double bottom in this area, and then goes a long way up. Proportions. Think of proportions. This has no proportions to it. If it started up here at the beginning of the day, comes down, and then put in a double bottom that occupies this whole $1 range, whatever it is, now you might be having a good, powerful double bottom for a run up. I don't know if this will go to 230 or not. It's not highly probabilistic. Again, proportions, right? Bottoms are reversal. Double bottoms are reversal patterns. For a reversal, by definition, you have to be going one direction, clearly, and then doing a reversal and going the other direction. So, proportions. Think of it in those terms. Getting a breakout here on Meta. Apple as well, high of day. What else do we have here? Marco, yeah, you talk about Amazon. Right, Amazon. Carl, recording it tomorrow. Not legally. Let's just put it that way. It's not going to be recorded for Trading Terminal, but what I'm going to do is record it for us in here. Make it available for us. Just like we have those videos in our announcements tabs. For various reasons. Kuldeep, why do I trade options and not real stocks? Man, options are stocks with steroids on them, right? That's why. Leverage. It's just leverage. I'm trying to get more out of my buying power. I don't want to maintain such a large day trading account. So when I started options, it was all because of I wanted to remove a lot of the cash from my day trading account, put it into other investments, but I still want to trade the same size. So options gave me that opportunity. It's all leverage. That's the only reason I got into it. And I like it. It works nicely. Dan, yeah, go ahead, Michael. Yeah.
Where did they put your recordings? Discord.
The recordings of these live trading sessions are in module 8 of the course, which is the free module. Even if you don't have the course, you can access that.
Alright.
And the recordings of these webinars are in the announcements tab, announcements channel of our Discord. If you look at the pinned posts in the announcements, you'll see the links to those recordings. And the only way to access those is actually through the announcements tab, because that's the only place the links exist. You can't find them, search YouTube and all that. You can't find them. I've delisted them. Or not, what do you call it? Unlisted them.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys, last couple of minutes here. Let me know if you want to discuss anything. I gotta go refresh
Do
my
you
energy.
see Meta bullish doing a retest?
Meta is a disaster. Very difficult disaster. It's made a higher high than previously, so it's not a reversal double top. It's not bullish because look at that, pushed up and pushed back down. I don't see it retesting either, because for a retest, we first have to have a good breakout. A good breakout is one that goes, hangs out for a while, then retests a few candles later. This is just popped up and messing around with the area. I don't see any setup here. There's nothing that I would risk money on over here. Tesla, on the other hand, looks like a better breakout. There you go. You can see that I'm glad I de-risked it. But yeah, there you go. Breakout. Let's see if it might retest. Ideally, the retest happens a few candles later. So that's there. Amazon. Yeah, I don't see much for setups right now. Very little. Dan, can you record the webinar tomorrow? You're gonna be there. Can anyone record your screen tomorrow? Let me know if you can, and then maybe you can take that on.
So, where is the seminar? In the
Trading Terminal tomorrow at 12.
I'll do it.
You'll be there?
I'll do it. So,
Okay.
Trading Terminal at what time?
12:30 Eastern.
Okay, I'll do it.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you just record the screen, which will have the question and answers. The chat basically will be there, as well as a screen share. Just record your screen basically.
Okay, so do you want to? Okay, let's. Yeah, I'll call you and then we talk about it. I don't know, how do you want to record all of that?
Sure, cool. Thanks. We'll work it out.
Samanjit, I can do it as well if you want.
All right, cool. We got a lot of guys. Awesome. We got Jill as well. You record everything, Jill. Dan,
I have a tool, for that, because I record sometimes my own trading, so I can do that. It's not a hard job for me.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Rachit as well. You can. Oh man. Okay, you guys love recording. Yeah, so many people. We should start a YouTube channel, because all this stuff, I mean, you know how much data, gigabytes, all this.
Yeah.
It's crazy. YouTube's like free cloud storage, really. As long as you make it unlisted, it's not available to the public, and that's it. Oh man. So take a look at this. I thought I got the good move of the day, but look at this thing on AMD. My goodness, it's gone. Big. So that's what we're having, a big sell-off from the news, and then generally speaking, so far everyone wants to buy it. Everyone thinks things are on discount. That's what's happening. All right, anyways, guys, I gotta end this session. I gotta hop on YouTube in a couple of minutes now. So take it easy, keep it green. Come on YouTube, say hi. We'll have some fun. I'll be there with Carlos. Hope y'all are having a good time.
Thank you, Avi.
Sure, it's a pleasure, guys.
Thanks, Avi.
Mm-hmm.